How's it going, Weird Collector? Hello, Tiki. Appreciate it. It's treating me, I guess, well. Can spend time with my family, get time to do customs. You quarantined at all? What I'm doing is I'm gonna be reattacking my Atrocitus. I need to prep his joints some more, and then probably add more sculpt. Hello, Liz. I need to prep this. A bunch of YouTube videos really is where I learned, and then some customizers helped me out with the, I guess the process of it all. Like just some specifics, stuff you can't learn on YouTube, tips, tricks. The alternate Atrocitus head. Hello, Saber. Alright, so what I'm gonna do in here. So I took out these. He had two giant spikes right here, and I wanted to do big spikes on the side, so it kind of pays homage to his old look, how he has that big old like dome around him. But I don't know, I just don't like the way it looks now. So I broke them off, and I'm gonna smooth this sculpt so it's not just such a rocky edge. I mean, a rocky edge looks pretty cool, I guess, but I think I'm gonna smooth it so it's more even. I'm gonna kind of try and connect this face mask, if you will, completely repaint this whole figure. I gotta prep it some more. And then these are gonna be like little shorts, if you will. So this will be black. All the armored pieces, like all the bone pieces of them, are gonna be black. The flesh portion where you see the veins are gonna be like red, the bright red. And then I think that's it. Really, I think he'll be done. So you can see this like pinkish color. This was the original color of him. I've gotten better at airbrushing and got different colored paints. So he'll be a better red. This is like the more touched up red, so I'm thinking this is the color he'll be. But I'm gonna try and make him brighter. Wow, thanks. I don't think they're godlike, but I appreciate it. Thank you that you'd think so. Alright, some sculpt. He's my favorite character, so I try to make my best customs as Batman customs, I'd say. And then here's Atrocitus compared to how. Green Lantern cartoon. Is it like a Super Friends? I don't think I've ever seen the Green Lantern animated series. Sure, that looks about right. So much stuff. I need to clean my station. Always need to clean my station. Yep. Green Lantern hat. I'll go into the back. I want to do an Alan Scott too. I have made a Superman custom. I'll probably reattack it though. I'll probably make a more Legends one. I use a Storm Collectibles body, so he's like super big and buff. But how's it going, Eric? My day's been pretty good. Yours? I think I'm gonna try and make. I think I'm gonna make a Atrocitus metallic red, like Hal here. Hopefully, it doesn't look too crazy because I want him to be naturally red, like the Injustice look, where his skin and body is just red, and then like the bone armor that he has will be black and stuff. So, and then the symbol itself is like carved into the chest, so it's part of him. So I'll probably sculpt a little bit on them, and then tomorrow I'll probably prep them with a Dremel. Sorry, I keep hitting everything. Let's just place it on there and go, I guess. It doesn't need to be perfect. I will touch it up later. This is probably gonna be. I need to Dremel his neck down. He's got a freaking long neck. Titan's probably a Titan style Robin. So from the show. But yeah, put his head down. So it'll sit like that, I guess. A little lower. There you go. Yeah. So this will be like a Titans show Robin. Yeah. But I have so many Cap bodies because they release Cap so much. And then this one will be Star Sapphire, the Violet Lantern. So I'll just have her up here. Let's see if I can put this up. So prep those joints. I don't care if I rub paint on here. I'm just gonna all repaint it anyways. This is back when I didn't have primer either. This is like one of my early, like, more ambitious customs I did whenever I started out, so just wanted to revisit it now that I'm making more lanterns. Luke, yes, it'll be Atrocitus. Inspired by the Injustice version, where he's all like bone armor and stuff, and not like a suit, like a lantern suit. So when I first did this, I had just bought some sculpt, and this was one of my biggest like sculpting projects I did. So you see, like, I did all the chest armor. I added some like ab armor, some like side ones, and then the back did like a spine and just some random like armor bits. So I think what I'm gonna do is add a couple, like, maybe some thigh armor pieces, just so it's not just completely red back there, and then maybe like some armor pieces on the feet. So yeah, I really like how this spine turned out. So yeah, Justice 2, freaking awesome character designs. How's it going, 14? When I'm like want to make a custom or get inspired by something, I just go on Injustice 2 and see like what outfits I've unlocked and see what I can make. I need to get back into playing it. I don't do commissions because I did the Paul Phoenix commission, and it was just stressful. I found myself not wanting to finish it, like, whatsoever. And I do this as like a stress relief hobby, so I don't want to do it to where it'll cause me stress, just because I'm worried like the customer is not gonna like it, or like something's gonna rub, and then I didn't prep something enough or whatever. It's just too many variables that go into why I don't do commissions. Plus, I want to do it on my own time, and I feel like if I do commissions, I'd be rushed. But I've seen like people take like a year, up to a year, to do a figure, but I think that's too long to wait. Even like that Paul Phoenix took like I think 3 months to do, and I still felt that was too long. And he was like, "No, take your time, like no rush whatsoever." Like, yeah, I want to make a deck star. I have the cat, but he's in chains, like the one from the Miss Marvel or the Captain Marvel movie. So the good thing about this one too is I don't have to perfect it because it's like bone armor. So I want it to be like, you know, little striations on there. Just give it texture. Yeah, that's what I was going to use, the goose. But there's no, like, good... Well, I haven't seen a good neutral position goose. There's the one in the handcuffs, and then there's one where he's curled up, like where she holds him. So I don't know what to do with that. It's Venom legs. Yeah. Because I wanted to give him that monster like look, you know, from Injustice 2, and I know he has like feet like this in Injustice 2. So, and plus it's kind of like black purple, so there's not going to be much prep going on with it. So I can blend it, and the primer will probably hold. So as you can see, I just did a quick base coat just to see what it looked like. I missed a lot of areas because I'm just still experimenting with how I want the design to be. So, but I don't want to sculpt any veins going up on his upper thigh. So I decided to just make these like pants, if you will, like little shorts. So that'll solve my problem. Appreciate it, man. A lot of people like that man bat. Rabbit Customs 99 gave me the idea for the starting bash. So let me go back. I know I missed a couple. James, appreciate it. The Green Lantern. Fat, unrelatable person. Yeah, I want to do a Saint Walker, Blue Lantern. And I want to do a Flash Blue Lantern as well. Alright, that's about it. I guess even-ish. Just push the sculpt. Good thing this neck peg is red too. So I'll have to really prep it. And I didn't want to, the sculpt will just, I couldn't do the upper ab one because the sculpt would just catch on it. I have to be a really thin layer of sculpt. He's going to be hunched over mainly anyways. Caliban head, Venom lower. It's all pretty much Caliban. And the only reason I didn't use Caliban's legs was because at the time I didn't have Caliban's legs for the Build-A-Figure. And so at first I took Thanos' legs, and then I just thought it looked weird after a while. And I always never really liked it whenever I put it out. So I never really showed it off just because I never really cared for it. And he was kind of undone. I felt he was always unfinished. But now I'm liking this. I took the little spikes off. I'll repaint them. Yeah, that's going to be Star Sapphire right there. She's the starting base. But I sculpted a ring. Not the greatest, but I'll probably reattack that. Alright, he's there. Yeah, I want to reattack some of my old customs. I just have to find them again. They're on my shelves. They're just like tucked away in the back behind all my newer ones. So I just need to go through and see what I want to make. What adjective? For a new ACBA photographer and reviewer, I don't know. I don't do ACBA yet. I want to get a little diorama going, but I really don't have the room for it. All right, let me get this head going so I can do this head. I don't really have the room for it. So I can point you to, what's that, Geeky Fresh. I always share his work. He's a really good ACBA person. Kit Bash Customs does some ACBA. He does some pretty good work. I've noticed, I guess, a lot of people get their tips from like the ACBA podcast, I guess. I have never tuned into it, so there's always that. I'm trying to fill this so it's like one continuous like looking mask, and it doesn't look like it stops. So I can fill it. Inspired by anything. Currently, it's just lanterns. That's about it right now. As you can tell, I'm just pumping lanterns out. I'm trying to use a lot of my fodder bodies that I don't know what to do with, so. What's up, Frankenstein Toys? Juan Pablo, hello. Figure photography. I do trades sometimes for like normal figures. I haven't traded a custom or anything. What's up, Danny Guerrero? Wu-Tang joined. There's some sculpt there. Yeah, I'm probably going to be dremeling this guy tomorrow for about an hour. Then I got another Caliban Bath coming in, so I can make a Kilowog with it. And I got a Kilowog head coming in. Honestly, when I get those parts, I'll probably stop doing everything that I'm doing and do Kilowog. Prep sculpt the little neck area, the little neck wrinkles. Yeah, Justice did have pretty cool lantern designs. What are you making, a red lantern? Like, yeah, I'm making a Atrocitus, inspired by Injustice. Danny. Into Spider-Verse from a Black Panther. I don't really do Marvel customs. I mean, nothing against Marvel. I'm just more of a... I prefer DC designs over anything. DC characters. Plus, I don't think I do Spider-Man characters justice like Pounds would. He's got the freaking Spider-Man customs on lock. Alright. I use paint. I use just the Air brand of Vallejos. Pretty much. Just they're already pre-thinned, perfect for paint brushing or hand brushing too. And then the Game Air ones too. Game Air, the difference between Game and Model Air is just like the Game Airs have like different, they're more saturated, more like different tones, if you will. And then the Model Airs are just your standard colors. So, let's see, let's get. Kilowog could be cool in a Hulk body. Yeah, it'd be good. I think Kilowog would be. I love the Caliban body buff. Like, it's just a good bulkiness, but it's not too big, if you will. But Kilowog's pretty big. But then also he's like not big depending on what versions. Like, he can be just this size. So, but he's not like, let's see, like freaking, you know, Movie Master Kilowog. You know, freaking. Let's look at this ugly face. For any of the Injustice howls. I don't know. No idea if I'm gonna do an Injustice style howl. I know that he's got like more armored body. I don't know, I'm kind of, I guess, trying to keep it like classic looking, you know. I love the classic look. Shoulder joints. I'm probably not the best person to ask about, like, prepping. I do, like, lazy prepping is what I call it. You'll have people who take down a whole, like, figure, pop the torso, crack it, and take apart everything to sand it. Really, all I do is, most of the figures, to be honest, like, have enough gappage already. The ones I get, it just worked out that way. A lot of luck. Enough gappage on there to, like, not paint rub. And for the shoulders, I'll literally just, like, for another figure, let's see. Like, for this shoulder joint, I'll just take my Dremel and I'll take this little Dremel bit and then I'll just literally, like I'm coloring it in. And it'll change a different color because it's, like, the plastic, you know, a lighter color. And I just sand it back and forth. And then I test it. And then if it's got enough gap, good. And then I'll just go to the underneath and do the same thing. I don't take it apart. Like, for me, I see no reason to sand like the parts you're not going to see in the joint. So, like I said, I do a lazy way of prepping. It's worked for me, and sometimes I don't even prep it because I'll test it with primer, and I'll let the primer cure for like a day or two, and then I'll go and move it, and it doesn't rub because the primer cured into it. So, yeah, I rarely do Marvel customs. There's not a lot of Marvel characters I like, to be honest. I lose their paint. What do you mean? Batman villain? I don't know who I want to make. I'm trying to take this head off. Oh no, touch the sculpt. That's good. Batman villain, what I make next? I really want to make a Mezco style Talon, but that's going to require a lot. I'm trying to make this more angled so it doesn't look like I don't know, like something. Yeah, I love Vallejo paint. Like, that's the only one I really started. For John, I'm trying to find a better head sculpt. The 2-pack for uh, the Luke Cage 2-pack is like $20 on Amazon right now, but so far I just got M'Baku's head on for now. Probably rip the hair off, give him a bald head, but appreciate that, fat, unrelatable person. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna laugh every time your username comes up. I want to make a better Aquaman Vando, yeah. The Mezco one is really good, though, so it's hard to want to make one. Trying to get these hard angles. Come. There you go. Let's move this light. I haven't really had any inspiration for songs. That's why I've been making instrumentals, and most of the instrumentals I make, I just give away to like my other friends who rap, because they're doing way more than I am, and they can do better than I could with the beats that I have been making lately. The easiest beats to make are like the ones you hear on the radio right now, so, and I don't usually rap to that kind of style, so I like the more like, I like the sample singer-songwriters, like acoustic versions of like 80s songs, and just something for the hook, because I can't really make hooks. I can write verses, but I can't write choruses, the most catchiest part of the song. So, I have a ton of projects, 14, like a ton. I start kit bashes, I post them, so maybe other people can, you know, if they see it, they get inspired by it, and they can do it. And I'm in no rush to finish it, but I have an idea, and I don't want it to let it like slip, you know, like if I forget it. And that's why I post them, so others can do them. I use the recipes. A lot of stuff I posted, people have finished before I have, and that's good, because that's what I want to do, is let people like, oh, that's a good idea, and then get out there and create something. So I'm not about the that's my recipe, you took it kind of deal. Doesn't bother me any. I haven't seen the movie Bloodshot yet. It is on my media server right now, and I just haven't watched it yet. Figures. If it's from eBay, I haven't really had an issue. The shipping times are a lot slower, which, I mean, it's very understandable. That's pretty much it. Just like shipping times have just been slower. Let's see if I can. I never thought I'd use this like curve tool so much, but it's like my favorite. Just saw Bad Boys for Life. Finished that today. That's pretty good. Bad Boys 2 is definitely still better. But For Life is better than 1. So. I do collect Dragon Ball SHF. Grew up watching Dragon Ball, so I will take the chance to get anything Dragon Ball. I haven't really got any stuff for the Tournament of Champions or anything. Like, I didn't get the Goku Black figure art. I didn't get the pre-order of the Jiren one. I don't really care for Jiren. Let's see if this is like even. Oh, it's better. My favorite SHF is, for specifically Dragon Ball Z, probably Broly. Not the full power Broly, but the other one that released when he's in his Saiyan armor from the movie. I like that one. I think that's good for now. Put that down. The Tomar logo, I explained it in my post, but I'd gotten these decals in, these water slide ones for like nails, if you will. And I took them off. I did a test one, and then I did another one. And for the test one, the decal kind of broke, so I didn't use it. And then the second one, I got it off and noticed that the white was just because of the sheet, and it came off clear. And I was like, oh, man. And so with these, I'll have to like paint a small little circle white before I paste them. So, and that's it. And I'd already put it on, and it had already set. And I didn't want to peel it off or anything, but I don't know. I like it. I'm trying to give each one their own style. I get the uniformity of a uniform, but also like want to give them like their own little like style. So as you can see, I gave Tomar the little shorts, whereas like Hal has his more classic design with the pointed green all the way around, but I gave Tomar shorts. They both have the points on the shoulders and the green, but I don't know. I have a couple of essentials. I have a couple of icons as well. Icons are just small. Didn't really fit anywhere. I know they're true 1/12 scale, but they're still just a little small for me. How much sculpt do I have? I can probably do the feet. Like feet armor or something. put it on here then. And shape as I go. I try to put my lives on YouTube. Sometimes, like, Instagram will mess up saving it. And so, like, I haven't gotten the last couple of lives because it just didn't save. But I try to back them up. I don't know who would sit on YouTube and just watch a live. I mean, I do it, but I don't think I'm that interesting. All right. Try to follow that. This little foot bone thing is something I saw on the Injustice one. So I was like, oh yeah, that'll break up a little of the monotony. Trying to smooth out the fingerprints, but the fingerprints just kind of look like bone striations. Anyways, so I can always sand it. That Marvel Select Colossus is like my favorite X-Men figure ever. My wife bought me that one too, so I'll never trade it or anything. What's up, Art Man? I'm glad you're liking it, brother. That She-Hulk, though. Great job. Sorry if I got off camera. Just trying to push this on. I was supposed to have a screaming head for that Hal come in, but the guy sent me the wrong one, and he sent me just another Hal head. So I told him it was fine. I'll just use this one for the Yellow Lantern, and then I have another head, I think, for this, so I'll make him a Blue Lantern or something. I'm just going to have a different variety of colored Hals. I don't know, 14, about that Tomor Ray thing. I'll have to look into it. That would be awkward. Oh, hey, you were in charge of My planet sector. What happened, bro? Oh, I went to go get a coffee. Games right now. Overwatch, of course. All I do is play Overwatch. And then me, my wife, and a couple of our friends have been big into Terraria right now. And then I need to play, what is that game? Fuck, what is that game? The zombie one on PlayStation, the motorcycle one, Days Gone, I think. I need to finish that one. I still haven't beaten PS4 Spider-Man yet. I think I had went away for work for a while, and I stopped playing it, and then I just never got back into it when I came back, and I need to. Get in between the toes. Alright, now we're gonna How party, yeah, pretty much. The DC head was from the Crime Syndicate. Hal Jordan. Just give them like divots in there. Yeah, I messaged a guy and he was like, "Oh, I'm completely sorry. Like, it's my fault. Like, you're being so nice." I literally just said, "Hey, I think you sent me the wrong head, but I'm fine. I'll just keep this head. Like, no need to worry. I just need Hal Jordan heads." And so he was like, "Oh, thank you. It's clearly an error on my part. Just let me know. I owe you a favor or something." I'll never call that favor in. So. A full spectrum of Hal, every color. Haven't seen Asteroid Boy 2003. Yeah, it's been fun. Days Gone has been fun. I guess from what I've played. I'm also just a big like scaredy cat when it comes to like playing like horror games, if you will. Like, I'm fine playing with a group. Like when the Resident Evil 7 came out, a big group came over and we just like played it, and it was fine. But I'll probably never play it on my own. I want to, but I know that I'm just too afraid to. So I think that's all the sculpt I've used today. So, let's see. Let's see. God of War I have to. I literally, like, I don't know, single player games just don't hold my attention right now. God of War, I got to the part where you go to the first world after, like, awakening the big sea dragon or big sea snake. You go to that first world. That's where I'm at. I am going to get the new Avenger game. Yeah, Rhino, the whole villain design from the Spider-Man games freaking look awesome, and Hasbro would make a killing if they just continued that line and just made like a PS4 Spider-Man wave. So I think this is good for now. I mean, I can start the kit bash for Guy Gardner. It'll just take a bit to get him done. So, there's what it is so far. I don't want to put any more sculpt, because then everywhere I'll grabbed, I'll just put like a fingerprint in him. So, I'll probably add thigh, like a thigh armor or something on either side, like tomorrow. And then prep them up, repaint them. But here's a look at all the stuff. So this was the original color. Like I said, super bright, like pink. I was an idiot. Think. Just let that dry. Cure up. And be good. Yeah, like I gotta do my sister night next, so I got this already prepped so I can just airbrush it. So I got this prepped so I can airbrush it. Then I got this prepped so I can airbrush it. Which I'll probably do later on tonight or something. It shouldn't take that long. I think I fixed my airbrush. So. What else? I think that's it. So I've been wanting to do like themed stuff for like each Mezco Batman. You know, like Ascending Knight, Sovereign Knight, and then Supreme Knight. You know, like beginning, middle, and old. And I was thinking of doing. I have this Gwenpool body, and I was gonna redo it as a Carrie Kelly, since the Dark Knight Returns Robin was Carrie Kelly, and Supreme Knight is based off of that. I was gonna do like a Carrie Kelly Robin, if you will. So which I think will be good. So here's the that. This is just a more HD version. I have to repaint the hair, do the glasses, just probably the little top trim. If you can see that line, I'll just paint it black. but it'll be a Carrie Kelly. See, these joints are so little though. Prepping these joints. I just heat it up and I think they pull out. Just boil it and it pop out. You can heat it up, but yeah, I'm excited for that one. I know not a lot of people like Carrie Kelly. I mean, I liked her. She's definitely different. I mean, but it's like a different. Every Robin has her personality, so. I'm sure people will be like, ew, the worst Robin, ooh, blah, 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 blah. A lot of people don't like Damien either. I like Damien. Let's see what else I got working on. This. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did that go? I had the piece. Where's the piece? This is going to be I saw this art. I'm gonna need to like switch to upper torso or whatever. But it's a black canary, if you will. But I'm thinking about turning it into a Green Lantern black canary. So if you haven't seen that design, look it up. You chop these ears off, repaint the whole face, sculpt the mask on her, and then she still wears her jacket, but she has like the Green Lantern suit, just like the top, if you will, and then she has like a jeans or whatever. So she literally just has like a Green Lantern top under her like normal clothes. It looks pretty sweet. So I think I'm gonna do that, yeah. I need a screaming head though. I only have 45 seconds remaining in this live, so just so y'all aware. I need to finish my Damian Wayne. I think he's done. I just need to prime him up, paint him. I'm just putting it off. 25 seconds. All right. Well, I think after this, I don't think I'm gonna go live again. So I appreciate everyone tuning in, talking. Thanks for the conversation. Always a big thank you for the support to the page. Yeah, so until next time, thanks guys.